Hi students, we will go ahead with the next session, one more alternating currents. Here I do not go in detail, only some few questions which are most important I will be discussing, and this alternating current is also fetches you 7 marks. Okay. Some basics I will tell and then we will go ahead. Okay. What do you mean by alternating currents? Very first, say any alternating quantity, for 1 mark I am telling, any alternating quantity means any quantity which varies periodically with time. Any quantity which varies periodically with time. Which varies periodically with time is called alternating quantity. Now, in case if I ask what is alternating current, what is alternating current, what you are supposed to say is a current which varies periodically with time, that is alternating current. Alternating voltage, the voltage which varies periodically with time, okay, that is alternating current or alternating voltage. Now, we talk about AC waveform. What do you mean by AC waveform? It is a graph obtained by plotting alternating quantity along y-axis. Alternating quantity andre alternating current agirbodu, alternating voltage agirbodu along y-axis, time along x-axis. That is called as AC waveform. AC waveform. Some basic definitions, and again immediately I will be going to one important derivation only here. This is I or V, current or voltage. So now, if it is varying like this is called as sinusoidal waveform. Sinusoidal waveform, a graph representing variation of I or V with respect to time, that is called as alternating current waveform, AC waveform we call. And of course, other things are there, and if it is like this, triangular waveform. And in case if it is in this way, there are many types are there. If it is like this is called sawtooth waveform. And here only first half is looks like a rectangle, I can call rectangular waveform. And even first half looks like just a square waveform, we call it as a square waveform, those things. But now I will go ahead with some other definitions here. What are those definitions means? Like very first, amplitude or peak value of AC and instantaneous value of AC. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ quick ಆಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. I equals I naught sin omega t. We write I is represented by I naught sin omega t. Or even V equals, we write it as V naught sin omega t. Here I and V, these two are called as instantaneous values. Instantaneous values of current and as well as voltage. Okay, this I naught and V naught, these are called as iವುಗಳನ್ನ peak value or amplitude we call. Peak value or amplitude of current or voltage. Peak value or amplitude. Okay, just have this idea. Just I is called as instantaneous value, V is called as instantaneous value of voltage, I naught and V naught are called as peak value or amplitude. See here, when I write a sinusoidal wave here, there is a sine wave. I equals I naught sin omega t. It is a sine wave. When I write this is called as peak value. What is this peak value means? Maximum value attained by AC in either half cycle. In one of the half cycle, this can be plus and this can be minus, but magnitude wise both are same only. It is the maximum value attained by AC in either half cycle, that is nothing but peak value. Okay. Next we have got the mean value of AC. What do you mean by mean value of AC? That we will be seeing. What is mean value of AC means? Say mean, this is average or mean value of AC. And again I am telling it can be voltage or it can be current. Again, once again I am writing this. Say in a sinusoidal wave, many instantaneous values are there. Say once again I am putting just V or I versus T. Many values, let me say this is V1, this is V2 and this is V3 and this will be V4 and this is V5, like this many things are there. So what is V average or V mean means? We say like it is the average of all the instantaneous values of AC taken over one half cycle. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Only one half cycle. V average is nothing but V1 plus, V2 plus, etc. How many are there in one half cycle divided by n? Should not take over complete cycle. Over complete cycle if we take, it will become 0. Why? For every V1 there exists minus V1. minus V2, minus V3, minus V4, minus V5, it will become 0. Okay. Even this is for 1 mark an important one. What is the mean value of AC taken over a complete cycle? You remember 0. Answer is 0. Okay. That is what sometimes we'll be telling. See, if I put that question like, what is the mean value for 1 mark? What is the mean value of AC? Mean value of AC taken over, mean value of AC taken over one complete cycle. Taken over one complete cycle. You have to put answer as 0. Okay. If you give any other answer other than 0, you will get 0. Okay. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಜೋವೇಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನೀವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 0 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅದರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 0, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 0. ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪುಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ 0. ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ 0, 1 mark. And if evaluator put, if you write something else, evaluator will put 0. Okay. So this is an important 1 mark question. Get back. Mean value of AC taken over a complete cycle is 0. This V average or Vm, we write it as, remember, 2 by pi V naught. This is 2 by pi V naught. Value can be taken as 0.637 times. 637 times. Okay. 629, 63 times, right? 63 times V naught will be writing. In a way, 637 times will be writing. You can put it 0.637 V naught or even 63.7% of V naught. Percent of V naught will be putting. Okay. Now here, next you have got root mean square RMS value of AC. What is RMS value of AC means? Because say I am concentrating on even 1 mark, 2 mark, not only 5 mark things. Few things which you can do, which you can go through, that you can go through. Further things I will be explaining here. Now we will take up some 2 more sessions or so later other than this session, and I will try to complete maximum such that you should get good idea. Okay. So here it is like RMS value, we say root mean square value of AC. What is that means? It is the square root of mean of the squares of all the instantaneous values of AC taken over complete cycle. Idu complete cycle ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is, it is defined as the square root of mean of the square of instantaneous values of AC taken over one complete cycle. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? one complete cycle. ಇಲ್ಲಿ complete cycle ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು V1 minus V1. Okay. V1 square plus of minus V1 square is V1 square. Okay. Totally you can take it. Even if it is minus also, because we are taking square, we are getting it. VRMS, we will get it as V naught by root 2. Remember. IRMS, I naught by root 2. I naught by root 2. Value of this, you will be getting it as 0.7071 V naught. And this will be 0.7071 I naught. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. 0.7071 V naught, 0.7071 I naught. Okay. VRMS is this. V average, I told already. V average is nothing but 2 by pi. Okay. Here, somewhere here I will write 2 by pi V naught. 2 by pi V naught. Okay. So sometimes we will be asking some form factor. Form factor means what to write in a. This is VRMS by V average will be writing. VRMS is greater than, even you do not want that, just we will go ahead with this. VRMS is greater than VRMS is greater than V average. And so V naught is definitely greater than what? VRMS also. Say this is V naught. Come on, if you want, V naught is greater than VRMS. That is greater than V average or V mean. So now this is V naught. So somewhere here 70% of it VRMS and 63.7% of it is V average. Try to know these things. Okay. This is about few definitions. And here one more important definition is phase. It is there, time period is there. Time period, if I ask, it is nothing. What to say? Time period is nothing but time taken by AC to complete one cycle. Frequency, number of cycles completed by AC in 1 second. That is nothing but frequency of AC. Now phase and phase difference, these two things are quite important. What is phase means? At any instant of time, this value of AC, what is that value of AC particularly? That is phase. So phase is nothing but, in a way we can say, state of vibration of a particle. In waves will be telling like state of vibration of a particle. Here we say it is defined as a fraction of time period that has elapsed since the current or voltage passed through zero value in the positive direction. Okay, let me explain that. So this is I or V. I or V I am writing. See, here phase is 0. Somewhere here I will take that phase will be pi by 2. Why? It is 90 degree. When the particle is here, phase is 180 degree. Next 3 pi by 2, this is 2 pi. Further again, let me say it is moving like this. Further here, phase is, we write pi by 2. Why phase is pi by 2 means? This phase difference or phase we give only until 2 pi. Further we will not be giving. Come on, listen to the definition here. It is defined as the fraction of the time period that has elapsed since the current or voltage passed through zero value in positive direction. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಝೀರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನು 3 ಪೈ ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದು 2 ಪೈ ಆಯಿತು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ pi by 2, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೈ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 2 ಪೈ. Next, if you get this is not 5 pi, that is pi only, that is phase. And phase difference means difference between phases of any two instantaneous values of AC. That will be phase difference. ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್? ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಸೇ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್. Voltage I will be writing like this. Voltage I am putting like this. What is the meaning? They are in phase. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್. What is the meaning here? When two quantities, current and voltage, when they reach maximum and minimum simultaneously, they are moving such that they reach maximum and minimum simultaneously, that is called as what? In phase condition. Or even you can say two quantities are said to be in phase when both of them reach maximum and minimum simultaneously. Maximum and minimum simultaneously, that is called as in phase condition. What is out of phase condition? Say out of phase means, especially in AC, it will be like this. Let me say this is I. V starts from here. It comes like this. It comes like this. And again it will be like this. Whatever might be the amplitude, don't worry. And it will coming like this. Okay. I will take different thing. Say it is coming like this. Here there is a possibility of taking different pens. So I am writing. It comes like this. It comes in this way. It comes like this. That is, forget about this V now. This is not V. This is V now. Okay. When I is 0, V is maximum. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. When I becomes maximum, say I has become maximum here. When I becomes maximum, V is becoming 0. When I becomes 0, V is becoming negative maximum. In this way, if they are proceeding, then it is said to be out of phase. What is out of phase condition means? Two alternating quantities are said to be out of phase. When one of the quantity reaches maximum, other quantity reaches minimum, and vice versa. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? One quantity reaches maximum, other quantity reaches minimum, and vice versa. Vice versa ಅಂದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇ ಥರ ಬರೀರಿ. In phase, out of phase. In phase means two quantities are said to be in phase when both the alternating quantity reaches maximum and minimum simultaneously. Out of phase means one reaches maximum, other reaches minimum, and vice versa. Okay. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ. ವೈ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ? ಇದು 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ವರೆಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಈ ಥರ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫೇಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಫೇಸರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೇಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೇಸರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಫೇಸರ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಫೇಸರ್, PHASOR. Even definition, if they ask, you should be able to write. There is no rule like they should not give. These are rotating vectors. These are phasors means what? These are the rotating vectors in terms of which phase relation between alternating current and voltage can be represented. Okay. Say these are the rotating vectors by means of which by means of which create modern sentences, so you can do it. I'm telling you now, rural students, you will have a good talent, and so you can improve like anything. Don't lag behind in English. You have to learn, and you can learn. Okay. Rotating vectors. These are the rotating vectors in terms of which phase relationship between current and voltage can be represented. Okay. So ಈಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ leading and lagging ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು I, this is, okay, let me put, that is I, and again this is current. Here only I will put V like this, meaning of which is they are in phase. ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ವಿನ ಐನ ಒಂದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಯು ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ದಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಸೇ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಐ, ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಫೇಸ್. Suppose in case if I am writing like this now, this is I am writing, this is I am calling it as V, and I write this as I, they are out of phase. Not just out of phase, V leads the current by I mean V leads the current by pi by 2, V voltage leads the current by pi by 2. Okay, not only that way, even I can write like this, V I will put like this, exactly 90 degree I. Don't worry about the amplitudes we need not worry. Current is like this is like this, 90 degree, V leads the current by pi by 2. In case if I am writing it in the other way means this is I and this is V, this I, this is V, current leads the voltage by pi by 2. These are the things what I need. Now further few things I don't explain, I will go ahead with LCR circuit. Before going to the LCR circuit, here what I say, some points are required for me. That is, in a circuit containing pure resistor, say one circuit I am taking in which just pure resistor, this is AC, symbol of AC is like this, you are aware of it. In a circuit containing pure resistor, if I say current is I equals I naught sin omega t, current voltage also will get in the same way, V equals V naught sin omega t. That means both are in phase. Remember this. In a circuit containing, in a alternating current circuit, AC circuit containing pure resistor, voltage and current are in phase. In a circuit containing pure inductor, this is inductor of inductance L, I write inductance L. You remember, if I is I naught sin omega t, I equals I naught, these derivations are also important. If time permits, I will get back to them. V, you will get it as V naught sin omega t plus pi by 2, or cos omega t, meaning of which is, in a circuit containing pure inductor, voltage leads the current by pi by 2. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? And one more, it is in a circuit containing pure capacitor, alternating current circuit only, pure capacitor, this is C, of capacitance also C. If I write V equals V naught sin omega t, it is in the other way, V equals V naught in sin omega t, I is I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2, I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. ಈ ಡಿರೈವೇಷನ್ so simple ಇದೆ, ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, because I will be concentrating on LCR circuit and resonant frequency concept, what is power factor, what is quality factor, and even transformer. These things I will be explaining because of that. Okay, otherwise I would have given everything. Okay, to come to this stage would have taken 2 hours, very in detail would have told, but here you are able to understand, no problem at all. So in a pure resistor, current and voltage are in phase. Pure inductor circuit, current, voltage leads the current by pi by 2. In a capacitor, current leads the voltage by pi by 2. Okay, having this, come on, if you want, you can keep noting it down also, because this LCR circuit is quite important. We call this as LCR circuit. This is LCR circuit. We are taking one circuit containing, let me say L, this is a coil, C, and as well as R in series. LCR circuit in series. This is voltage. this voltage. Say I am telling once again, this is L, this is C, and this is R. Here voltage we take it as VL, and so here this will be VC, voltage across that. This will be VR. Come on, try to have these ideas. Okay, it's an important 5-mark derivation. You should understand. You should understand properly. And as well, of course, before this, one more thing I would like to explain. Resistance is okay. What is XL? You should know. XL is called inductive reactance. XL is nothing but omega L. XL is nothing but omega L. XC is nothing but 1 by omega C. 1 by omega C. Remember, this is 2 pi FL, and this will be 1 by 2 pi FC. 2 pi FC. See here, X is called reactance. Artha madkoli, reactance. R is resistance. What is reactance means? It is the opposition offered to the flow of AC by an inductor or a capacitor is called as reactance. Artha agta idೆಯಾ? It is the effective opposition offered to the flow of AC by inductor or capacitor is called as reactance. XL means inductive reactance, that is the opposition offered to the flow of AC by inductor only. Opposition offered to the flow of AC by a capacitor, it is called as inductive, capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance. I hope you are understanding. Inductive reactance, capacitive reactance. It is given by omega L, and this is given by 1 by omega C. Okay, having these things in mind, and we are going ahead. Okay, these things now, LCR circuit, because this is the most important one. And so here problems also very simple, depending on, based on this only problems will be there. Okay, you can do problems quite easily. I'll show just 1 or 2 problems I'll be showing, so that you can do it. I'll be showing them. Okay, now LCR circuit. What is the explanation? Consider an AC circuit containing an inductor of pure capacitance, pure inductor of inductance L, capacitor of capacitance C, and resistor of resistance R connected in series. I hope you are getting it. These are all connected in series. Say once again, consider a circuit containing pure inductor of inductance L, capacitor of capacitance C, and a resistor of resistance R connected in series. Let V equals V naught sin omega t. Just I am taking sin omega t. 1 I will call be the applied voltage. Artha aita? V equals V naught sin omega t be the applied voltage. Or even we can take it as I equals I naught sin omega t be the current also, I can say. In any way I can take, and I can prove it. Okay. Now here, let VL, next step ಏನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, let VL, VC and VR be the potential differences across L, C and R respectively. Okay. I can go ahead in any way, that's what I am telling. I can start with I equals I naught sin omega t, or V equals V naught sin omega t. Okay, now here what I write here is VL equals I into XL. You should write like leads the current by pi by 2. Okay, VC equals I into XC. It is nothing but Ohm's law. This is lags behind the current. Lags behind the current by pi by 2. These sentences ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು. VL equals IXL. VC equals IXC. What is VR? VR equals I into R. That is same thing. I into R in phase with the current. This is what applications I am taking. Already some 3 derivations, small derivations that I told you. Time permits, will get back. But whereas I need VL equals I into XL, just like Ohm's law. VC equals IXC. VR equals IR. VL leads the current by pi by 2. VC lags behind the current. Voltage across capacitor lags behind the current by pi by 2. this is in phase. Okay. Now what to write here? We have to represent these things in a phasor diagram. That is also important. How to represent them in a phasor diagram means you take one phasor diagram. This is like this. Okay, let me put this is O. I take first I. This is I. This is the current direction I am assuming. OA is the current direction. Now I will take VR. I will write like this VR because it is in phase. This I will call it as A. I am assuming like what? I am assuming like current is along x axis. Current is along x axis. VL, VR is also along x axis. Now VL I am writing like this. Now VL I am putting like this. This is represented by B. This is completely VL. It is leading the current by pi by 2. True or not? VL is IXL, leads the current by pi by 2. And VC I will take just a small value like this. This I will call it as VC, represented by C here, and this is represented by B. Okay, this is VC, C and L, be careful while writing. This is VC. Here I have assumed like VL is greater than VC. It can be VC is greater than VL also, but you try to assume this VL is greater than VC. This is what? Enough. What to write now? VL is this, VC is this, and VR is this. Let VL, VC and VR represented in the phasor diagram as shown in the figure. Okay. Now it is like three vectors. Three vectors are acting in different angles. Okay. So now resultant of this, it is like you say, one more way I will show you. This is 5 Newton and this is 2 Newton, and so this is 3 Newton. What is the resultant means? What to do? First 5 and 2 Newton. 5 and 2 Newton you will be taking in one direction. Say 5 and 2, this is 2 Newton. They are acting in opposite direction. 5 minus 2 is nothing but 3. And this is 3, 3, that is. Say 5 and 2, 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 3 and 3 are acting perpendicular to each other. Okay, then that is a resultant. Resultant will be taking in a different way. Okay. Okay, now here VL and VC are acting opposite to each other. I will take resultant of these two. Somewhere here I will put. This is represented by D. VL minus VC I will write. Come on, be careful. This is VL minus VC. And this is VR is there now. I have reduced this. VL minus VC. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವೆರಡರದು take a parallelogram or rectangle here, take the resultant. If you write the resultant, this is nothing but V, this is E. ನೋಡಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, this is not at all difficult. I will remove this because you are aware of it. So now here what I am telling, VL equals IXL. VL equals IXL, leads the current by pi by 2. Leads the current by pi by 2 here. Okay. This also I will write that V, L and C, little difficult to write by using this pen. I will show it. If you get this, it is very easy. You will be lucky, I am telling. You can do very easily. There is no rule like it should come in the exam, or there is no rule like it should not come in the exam. It should not come in the exam also. This is VL, VL minus VC. Okay. Come on, first represent VR, VL, VC. Three forces are acting. VL and VC are acting opposite to each other. Resultant of that VL minus VC. Now it has been reduced. VL minus VC and VR. Resultant is V. Now let me say this angle is some alpha. Alpha or anything you can call. That is, the resultant voltage is making an angle with current with x-axis alpha. Okay. Now here I should get the value of V. How to do it means from the triangle. Okay. Let me put like this. From the figure. Let first from the figure. What I write here from the figure. OE square. Understand this. OE square equals. OE square, this you be careful, that is square. OE square equals OA square plus OA square plus AE square. Squares I am not getting properly. Okay, here also this is square. Okay, now OE square is nothing but V square. OA square VR square plus AE square is nothing but VL minus VC square. Take that. Why? VL minus VC square. OD and AE are the same. Are you getting it? So now we know that VR is nothing but IR square, I square, R square. I square, R square. This is VL is nothing but IXL minus IXC square. Already we have seen that. Now here I you take it out, I square it will become, then it will become V square equals I square you take it out into R square plus XL minus XC whole square. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಐ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇನೋ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ XL minus XC whole square. Then what is V equals I into root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Now V by I equals, or I equals, sometimes current will be asking, V by I equals root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. This XL minus XC whole square is like resultant resistance overall. That is, we don't call it as resultant resistance, we call them as impedance. This is like V by I, Vrms by Irms also divided by root 2 divided by root 2, it will become Vrms by Irms. So then that is Z we call. It is called as impedance of the circuit. If they ask you to get an expression for impedance, just this. If they ask you to get an expression for I, you can put it as here only I equals is V by root of R square plus XL minus R square plus XL minus XC whole square. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದು expression. And even sometimes finally we will put like IRMS equals VRMS by this will be putting. Okay, this term we call it as Z. Okay, I hope you got all these things. It is nothing, in that derivation only you have everything there. So this is called as Z. So IRMS equals, we write like VRMS by Z also, we will be putting that. Come on, I will just remove this and I will be telling. Okay, here this is IRMS equals, what I write as VRMS by Z, where Z is called as impedance. Try to know this, impedance, effective opposition offered to the flow of circuit by all the components. Flow of AC, effective opposition offered to the, or obstruction offered to the flow of AC by all the components in electrical circuit. That is nothing but impedance. Okay, now here one more. What about that angle means? Tan alpha equals, from the figure again, tan alpha equals, shall I put AE by OA? AE is nothing but VL minus VC, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, VL minus VC by VR, and again that is nothing but I into XL minus XC divided by IR. One I cancels there. So then what is alpha? ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ನೀವು. Okay, this is, you have to practice, otherwise you can't do anything. So this type of things you should never forget also. Okay, I am leave that, no problem, not a problem. Okay, here what is tan phi means? Tan phi means, we write like XL minus XC by R. Tan phi or tan alpha, anyway, if I take alpha, write it as alpha, or phi means phi you take. And so this is the major expression. Okay, now in the same thing we talk about resonance and expression for resonant frequency. what do you mean by resonance? We'll see that. What do you mean by resonance? See, in a LCR circuit, when the current through the circuit is maximum, we say it is under resonance. What do you mean by electrical resonance? Means LCR circuit is said to be under resonance when electrical circuit is said to be under resonance when current through the circuit is maximum or impedance should be minimum. Say IRMS equals Vrms by, what shall I write? Vrms by root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. XL minus XC whole square. Or even just simply if you want Vrms by Z. Vrms by Z. Now that is resonance. Resonant frequency. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ again ತುಂಬ important questions. Resonant frequency. Resonant frequency means the frequency at which current through the circuit is maximum. That is called as resonant frequency. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? The frequency at which current through the circuit is maximum. That is called as resonant frequency. Okay. So now expression for resonant frequency. 5 marks, very simple question. Sometimes we might ask like this. What is define resonant frequency? Obtain an expression for resonant frequency. Sometimes they might ask what is electrical resonance and obtain an expression for resonant frequency. Obtain an expression for resonant frequency. What is electrical resonance? You have to say like LCR circuit is said to be under resonance when current through circuit is maximum or impedance must be minimum. Now resonant frequency, the frequency at which current through the circuit is maximum. Okay. Expression for resonant frequency. What to write now? We have current through LCR circuit is given by this. ಅದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು IRMS equals Vrms by Z equals Vrms by root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. That expression right. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರ್ ರೆಸನೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅಕ್ಕರ್, ಫಾರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ರೆಸನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ ರೆಸನೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅಕ್ಕರ್, ಇವು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀರಿ. ಫಾರ್ ರೆಸನೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅಕ್ಕರ್ current through this circuit should be maximum. ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು. Current through this circuit should be maximum. Now for current to be maximum, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿದ್ದು for current to be maximum impedance should be minimum. Sentences ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀರಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ impedance should be minimum. Impedance should be minimum. That is, ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಇದು impedance you have formula. If you want once again write impedance is root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ ಇದು. For resonance, for electrical resonance, current through the circuit should be maximum. Current through the circuit should be maximum. For current to be maximum, impedance should be minimum. Okay. What is impedance? This is for impedance to be minimum. What can you expect? XL must be equal to XC. If XL is greater than XC, it will be denominator value will be more, overall value will be less. If XC is greater than XL, then minus will be there, and again it is the same thing. I hope you are getting it. So now here XL must be, you write like for again. Okay. Here what to write now? For Z to be minimum, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಫಾರ್ Z to be minimum, you have to write like XL should be equal to XC. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? XL should be equal to XC. Further here I will be showing. Just I will remove this and I will be showing it here. For XL equals XC means omega L must be equal to 1 by omega C. XL equals XC, that implies, okay, let me put, that implies omega L equals 1 by omega C. Okay. Now if F naught is the resonant frequency, if f naught is the resonant frequency, then 2 pi f naught L equals 1 by 2 pi f naught C. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Nothing here. Omega is 2 pi f naught. 2 pi f naught L equals 1 by 2 pi f naught C. Cross multiply 4 pi square f naught square LC equals 1. Now what is f naught square? Come on, write. F naught square is 1 by 4 pi square LC. 4 pi square LC. What can be f naught? F naught is root of it. F naught is root of it means, I'll write again, I'll remove this now. It's not a big thing because board is very small, otherwise it takes a, and here field of view and all, camera field of view and all, you cannot make it very big, so we are using like this, just a small board. Okay, now f naught equals, what can I write? 1 by 2 pi root LC, that's it. This is the expression for resonant frequency. Okay. So now even when you plot a graph of XL or XC versus frequency, ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. XL or XC versus frequency. XL directly proportional to frequency. Why? XL is 2 pi f naught L. XC is, this is XL, this is XL. XC, how I write it now? I write like this, I will be writing like this. So this is XC curve, it is inversely proportional. Where that XL and XC cuts, that is nothing but f naught. ಇಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay. Next I will be giving some resonance curve and Q factor and power factor and a transformer. Just that much I will be telling. Okay. Come on, we will see. Now here, one is called resonance curve. What is resonance curve means? It is a curve obtained by plotting current versus frequency. If I plot a graph, current versus frequency, this is I versus frequency. So here for all the frequencies it will not be maximum, it goes on increases and again it goes on decreases. XL is equal to XC, then only it will be exact. Say XL equals XC, here frequency is f naught, there only it will be maximum, this value will be maximum I naught, and again here I naught by root 2, this is nothing but I RMS, it is I naught by root 2. Now again try to remember where I naught is maximum, and there two frequencies are available, this and this. Come on, say at f1 and f2 I RMS will be same. I naught is maximum at f naught. Okay. As the curve here width decreases, we say sharpness of resonance increases. What do you mean by that sharpness means? That is called as Q factor, quality factor. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೀ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Q factor definition ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು just it is a measure of sharpness of resonance. Okay. That quality factor is given by VL or VC divided by VR. VL or VC divided by VR. One more formula, 1 by R root L by C. 1 by R root L by C, that is also Q factor. And again one more way also I will be telling, these two frequencies f2 and f1 are called half power frequencies. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇವೆರಡು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಪವರ್ frequencies. I will tell you how, why we call them as half power frequencies. Q we say like f2 minus f1 divided by f naught. f2 minus f1 divided by f naught. This is even we call bandwidth by f naught. Okay. You know, you are saying as the bandwidth is less, actually it is in the other way, I did it different way. So this is bandwidth by, okay, Q equals, I will write this, Q equals, we will be getting like Q equals, that is F naught by bandwidth. Q equals, because as the bandwidth decreases, F naught by bandwidth, and then I can write it as F2 minus F1 divided by, again F naught. Okay, this is Q equals F naught by F2 minus F1. As bandwidth decreases, as bandwidth decreases, sharpness increases. You have seen in radio also, FM and AM, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation. Frequency modulation, voice will be quite sharper. Reason is bandwidth will be less. When bandwidth will be less, quality increases. Quality of the voice increases. I hope you are getting it. That is the reason we call it. Quality of the voice will be increasing. In FM, probably if that is something like 92.7 hertz, 92.7 megahertz, you will get the station exactly at 92.7 only. If you take given 92.65, maybe slight hissing, but 92.7 exact, quality will be very nice. But whereas in AM, let me say the station is from 600 to 700 kilohertz frequency. You put at 600, you will get the station. Here also you will get, here also you will get. Quality may not be that good, but in FM quality will be good. That is called quality factor. Okay, now power dissipated in a circuit. Power developed in an AC circuit is given by P dissipated, power, average power dissipated is given by Vrms, Irms, cos phi, where the term cos phi is called power factor. Remember, cos phi is called as power factor. Then cos phi equals here P average divided by Vrms, Irms. Vrms, Irms is also product of voltage into current is nothing but power only. So here we say that is true power divided by virtual power. RMS power is called as virtual, RMS is called even virtual value also. Virtual power. Okay. And again, I can give this as R by Z. Remember this also. Cos phi is nothing but R by Z. Okay. That is power factor we call. Power factor definition is nothing but R by Z. And then one more small definition here, wattless current. Wattless current. What is wattless current means? See, I told here P average equals Vrms, Irms, cos phi. When phi is 0, it is maximum. Power loss is maximum. Average power dissipated is maximum. When phi is 90, cos phi is 0, there is no power dissipation. In a pure inductor circuit or in a pure capacitor circuit, power loss is 0. Power dissipated will be 0. That is the reason we are using choke. Now in bulbs and all, if you use choke, and so power loss will be decreased. You cannot make power loss 0, but whereas power loss can be reduced. When you take tungsten filament bulb and again fluorescent bulb, which is more efficient means, which one is more efficient means fluorescent bulb will be more efficient. So that is quality factor and as well as choke. And I hope transformer you can go through. Transformer, there are two types of transformers. Okay, in that actually one is step up transformer, one is step down transformer. Okay, in a transformer there will be two coils, one is primary, one is secondary. Primary and secondary. Primary is connected like this and secondary will be in this way. Okay, input here and output will be taking that side. Depending on number of turns in the primary and secondary, if Ns is greater than Np, we call it a step up transformer. If Ns is less than Np, then we'll call it a step down transformer. That is only we call it as transformer turns ratio. Ns by Np, basic definition. Can be shown that Vs by Vp, that is Vs by Vp means voltage across secondary to voltage across primary. Okay. So now for an ideal transformer, we write like this: VSIS output power will be equal to VPIP. This is an ideal case. So Vs by Vp is always IP by Is. What is the meaning of which? When voltage increases, current decreases, and vice versa. When voltage increases, current decreases. Step up transformer increases the voltage but decreases the current. Power remains same. And here some other things like transformer losses in this, there will be loss also. Okay, loss in transformer, there is, because of heat is produced, there will be loss also. But you try to remember, step up transformer means Ns is greater than Np. And if Ns is less than Np, there will be step down transformer. Step down transformer decreases the voltage but increases the current. Okay. So now efficiency also, efficiency of a transformer, output divided by input. Okay, output divided by input into 100, that is the percentage of efficiency of a transformer. Okay. Power losses in a transformer is just loss due to heating, and again loss due to eddy currents. Eddy currents in electromagnetic induction, I may not be able to touch that. Eddy currents are nothing but surface currents developed whenever a conductor is placed in varying magnetic fields. Okay. And loss due to flux leakage, and loss due to hysteresis. These are all the losses. Mention any two losses in transformer means loss due to heating, loss due to eddy currents, loss due to magnetic flux leakage, and as well as loss due to hysteresis. These things you try to remember. This overall for 7 marks. I hope you are getting it. Now, if possible, I will get back to electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves for 3 marks. What and all you need, I will be telling. Okay. So next, in the next session, I will be taking up current electricity, because it is for 13 marks, current electricity. If I complete that, I will do some problems based on this and electromagnetic waves. Okay. That is, current electricity is also very, very important. So far, once again I am telling, we have covered dual nature of matter, radiation, atoms, and again nuclei, and this is semiconductor electronics, magnetism, matter, and then alternating currents. It is like 14. This is 14 and plus 25. 14 plus 25. Almost we have covered for 39 marks. Okay. Electromagnetic waves and as well as current electricity, if I cover, that will be for 16 marks. It will be like here only 9 plus 6, 15. It will be like 55 marks we are covering. Okay. Some important things also I will be telling. This is 55, leaving 30. For 55 out of 70, if we have some 30 marks as in practicals, 55 plus 30, 85 distinction. If you prepare properly, you can get it. Okay. Okay, you please, I expect you to do that. More than 60 to 70% you should score. Okay. Even 2 days if you sit properly, you can do it. Okay. Okay. Now, later we will go ahead with the next session, that is current electricity. Okay. Thank you.